All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of Catching with Craig. We are up near Plattsburgh, New York now. Let me get this window up and this heat down just a little bit for you. But like I said, welcome back. We are on our first ice fishing trip of 2020. So this is gonna be hopefully a good day. And honestly, it was a day that almost didn't happen. I was redoing my house. I've mentioned that before. I'm going to do a recap of my house after I'm done, because I know there's been a bit of a delay in videos, and I apologize in advance for that. But while redoing my house, I tweaked my neck, and I was fortunate to go down to Mako's Chiropractic down in Nanticoke. Guy's a really nice guy. They were really super friendly, and they were able to get me back in order. Now my neck isn't 100%. It's still pretty sore, so drilling holes is gonna be rough today, but we're gonna give it our best shot and see how it goes, and hopefully everything works out. But if you are in the northeastern Pennsylvania area, you gotta check out Mako's. If you need a chiropractor for some reason, sore muscles, stiff muscles, something like that, you gotta run down and check him out. Guy's super nice and will text you and keep you up to date and ask you how you're doing. He actually cares about how you're doing, which is uncommon. You don't find that in a doctor, so you gotta treat those people well. But got me back in working order, I think. I'm gonna give it our best shot today. Told me to go easy, so unfortunately, if he's watching the video, he's probably gonna want to turn it off now, so that he doesn't see that I'll probably be upset and crying again on Monday that my neck's sore. But who knows? So anyway, we're gonna get down there. We got about a 20-minute drive, and then we'll get to the water, and then I'll check back with you then. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. I don't care if I get snow in them. What? Don't fall in. Fall in and die, got it. Alright guys, so cold water fishing. I always bring a rope. I always bring a rope just because it makes my mom feel better, just in case somebody does go in. But also, in case you do need to rescue somebody, sometimes there's weak spots in the ice. A rope is really the answer here. We've got shiners in here. This is fatheads or pinheads, I'm not sure which one. And then small and medium shiners in there. A seat, because I like to sit down occasionally. And I'd rather keep my knees off the ground. No sense in freezing something I don't have to. My mom packs a cooler because she likes to have snacks. And I've got my 3 rods that I told you about. So now what I need out of here specifically is to move these things out of the way. Possibly put that back there, get that out there, get my rods up here so they're out of the way, so I can get my tip-ups. Well, apparently brushed off. I don't know where all that came from. Snow's just blowing everywhere. And get some tip-ups out, hopefully. I'm gonna recover my face, so I'm sorry if I sound a little muffled, but the wind's like 10 to 15 today, so it's a little cold. But let's get fishing here, guys. All right, very quick rundown of this. Very simple tip up. I use a circle hook. I explained them in my last one. I only use owner. There's some mustads in there, but nothing that I commonly use. I think this is 50 pound braided line, ice fishing line. I don't know the make or model or whatever, it's old. And then I run a 15 pound fluorocarbon leader by Seagar Red Label into a sinker. It looks like this has been chewed up a couple times, and an owner circle hook, just a little clip weight sinker. What I do need now is to get into this bag here and get out one of those weights I showed you, because I want to know roughly how deep it is here, if I can. So I probably won't end up using the bobbers, but I will end up using the weights to see how deep it is, so that I can keep an eye on how deep I'm actually fishing. Super simple way to do this. I always just put it above the sinker, put the weight above the sinker, send the weight down until it stops. Unfortunately, that got hung up. Once it stops, there, you know you're on bottom right there. So if that's bottom, I want to be that much off of bottom, maybe a little less. So I'll let it touch bottom right there. That's how far I want to be off bottom. So now that I know that, I can do one of two things. I can put a bobber there. I'm not going to do that because I'll end up moving these tip ups around quite a bit today probably. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reel it tight to that spot, leave it there for 1 sec, and that'll let me know I'm only in like 6 feet of water right here. So now this goes off. I always clip it to my coat. And now we just need a minnow. 6 feet of water isn't great, but it is for the bass that we catch in here. It's a predominantly, oh no, there we go. Predominantly shallow water fishery. There's one deep spot, but somebody's already on it. I did not want to be infringing on them. Minnow down. Hooked right behind the dorsal or in front of the dorsal. Some people choose either or. Minnow down the hole. Sinker drags them down near the bottom, holds them there. This is very simple. Tip up, set it on there. If they spin it, it pops the tip up. Basically a self fisherman. It's the cheapest way I can ice fish and have some fun. Now I'm just letting him go down. And I'm gonna always put the wind. The flag has to be on the side with the wind blowing against it. It prevents the wind from triggering the flag on its own. Hence a wind flag. And that's about as simple as they can get, guys. Minus that auger, which is about 150 bucks, I think, or 200 bucks. That tip up line minnow is like, I don't know, maybe somewhere around 15 bucks combined with the hook and the line and everything. So you get 10 of those, cost you 150 bucks probably, but I have 10 so I can fish with my family. That's the only reason I even own 10. Otherwise, 5 is the legal limit in New York. 5 is what I would use, but my father throws in his 5. I throw in 5 for myself, and I have 5 labeled for my mother. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna rinse and repeat that same process 10 more times. So a fish just popped this flag while I was standing next to it, but he didn't actually move anything yet. He's there, but I think he just, there he goes. See it? Yeah. Did you see it? There he is. Now he's here. And we're gonna grab this guy real quick. Snaky little pike. Little snake got me.
What you got there, baby one? Yep. Nice.
Little baby northern pike, guys. First fish of 2020. And he's like all of what, 14 inches, maybe? I knew he grabbed the bait because I saw him pop it, but he didn't run with it. So I figured it wasn't anything big. Or it was a big sloppy bass just mouthing it. I don't know how long this battery's gonna last, guys, because they all just keep dying on me. But I'm doing my best. We've got 3 pike. I only got 1 on video, but now we got another big tip up. And this is a big sucker minnow. You lost him?
Man, that was a monster pike.
Huh.
That was a monster pike.
We'll leave it to my dad to ruin my YouTube channel by cursing and by dropping the fish. What else is new? So I don't know how well this is gonna work, guys. I'm gonna try to put this GoPro back on for this flag. See, he's spinning. He just stopped, so it's probably a pike because he stopped to eat it. As soon as I put some pressure against this, I'm gonna break this ice here. He's probably gonna run again. There he goes, a little bit. Feed out some line. Crack that ice. There he is. Got him. That's a nicer fish, I think.
Yeah. That one.
Big old pike. All right, guys. Well, that's 1 pike. My dad missed another one, so just goes to show you, sometimes you just gotta be me. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, so I started shallow, worked my way deep. So off this point, my first tip up's in like 4, my last tip up out here is in 14. We've been getting consistent fish somewhere in this 10 to 12 mark. So, and well, I guess 10, 12, 14. So all of these deeper holes, which is expected. Sometimes on this lake though, the bass are weird. They'll stay in that milfoil until real late, like until it's dead under the snow for months. So I took the opportunity to, sorry about that, guys. When ice fishing, batteries go from like 50% to 0 instantly. So I turned that camera on, started talking to you, telling you about how I was going to take these tip ups, and I drilled a bunch of deeper holes somewhere in that 12 to 16 range. And I'm gonna hopscotch these shallower ones from the 4 to 6 to 8 feet, hopscotch them down back out to the like 14-foot range, and I'm gonna see if I can get some fish out there. If we can find these bass, what I was saying was sometimes these bass will pile up on those patches of Eurasian milfoil. There's big patches that come right to the surface here. So I remember where they are from open water, and then during ice fishing, I can go back and basically punch a bunch of holes on top of them and then immediately find them again. So usually those bass will stay there until that milfoil is dead. Like after the snow has been like on here for months. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Today was a cold front coming in. It was -4 when we woke up this morning. So they just weren't there, or they're not eating. So in this case, I'm gonna hopscotch out to deeper water. There's calico, there's perch, there's smallmouth, there's largemouth, there's pickerel, pike, and I think that's about it for here. So I'm gonna hopscotch out there, see if I can take some of these tip-ups out. If I can, I'll keep fishing with them. If they catch something, if they don't, that's fine. Otherwise, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start trying to jig a little bit. We like to get all 10 tip-ups out to start so that then we can at least fish a little bit and kind of watch everything while we get the jig. So I'll hopscotch these all out there and then I'll get back to jigging if I can. I did jig for a little bit here, trying to get a couple panfish earlier, but nothing yet. Without a Vexilar, it's a little tough, but stay tuned. We're gonna keep trying here, okay? So guys, I was hopscotching my tip-ups and my family just grabbed a big old fish. Oh, not that big, but he is a nice little largemouth, a couple pounds here. Let's take a quick peek at him. That 2.5, 3 pounds? Maybe. He's got a fish in his mouth already. He must have stole the first bait. Came back for more. Greedy little sucker, eh? I'm gonna finish up hopscotching my tip-ups here and get them into these far holes, and then hopefully we got a couple more of those bass. Can't keep them or anything. Not that I would keep them anyways. They're out of season, but sure is still nice to have a quick photo, a little bit of video, show you can have a lot of fun doing this. Doesn't take much to do it. It's a lot of fun.
I did. So to recap that, my father is hopscotching his sleds, or his tip-ups this way as well. He drove all the way back over here and forgot to attach his sled to the quad. Unbelievable. I was wondering what he was doing. Did you just see us looking at each other? What an idiot. Unbelievable. What an idiot. Oh my God, there we go. There we go. Oh, he slammed it. Get ready. You might have to grab this if it's here. Oh, it's a pike, isn't it? It's a pike. Wow, he crushed it. Wow, he crushed it. Yeah, there goes my hole and my pole. Come on. There we go. All right, guys. Let me get that out of my mouth. Nothing super big here, but I hope you saw that. I went to bounce it. As soon as I did, he just hammered it down. Little baby pike. Let's get him back here.
Oh, he's taking the minnows. He took his sled. All right, my mom's losing her drawers.
I am.
And we're gonna watch her whiff on this one. And we're all gonna make fun of her at once. It's not even going, so it's just a little slimy pike.
Ready?
Yeah, it's perfect. You don't even have to do anything. Doesn't look like he's there.
Aww.
What'd you do?
What'd you do?
Yep. Good luck. Oops. Well.
Front roll. Did it break?
No, I don't think it broke. I think it just, see how it's froze apart? Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. It might not have been a lot on the fish catching, but at least I got to give you a little bit of tip and explain how the tip-ups work and everything in the beginning. I was able to get, I think, 6 or 7 pike throughout the day, and my dad did catch that bass. So, I mean, not a bad day. It was a massive cold front that came in. We were in 40s and 30s all week, and then -4 last night. So, I assumed it would be slow. Tomorrow is supposed to be like 20-ish out, so I think that that might be a little bit better day. And with yesterday being the cold front, like into last night, we might have a little bit better opportunity tomorrow. This lake isn't known for a lot of numbers, but it is known for big fish. So it's not uncommon to see 4 and 5 pound bass, and it's not uncommon to see like 30+ inch pike. So stay tuned to tomorrow's video. Hopefully it'll all work out, and other than that, just roll that music.